Hi, I'm Joe Jordan, and today what I want to talk to you about is when business becomes personal. A lot of the discussions I have talk about our impact on our clients, the fact that people can die too soon, they can live too long, and they can get sick and disabled. But you know what? Those risks are the very same risks we experience, those people who are in the business. When my job changed and I left MetLife, I began to start operating in what people would call third-party distribution. And I wasn't very much aware of IMOs. And I was able to have the privilege to talk at Ash Brokerage and met both Jim and Tim Ash. And you could tell that you were in the presence of an organization that really had its act together, really knew what its purpose was all about, and was able to direct it properly. And I really appreciated that. And I was pleased to see that. One of the things that happened there was I talked, and I think Tim Ash was the one who introduced me, and he actually used an excerpt from my book, one of the stories, you know. And one of the things that's interesting, what I found out from Tim was once a week, and they've done this for 15 years, they have a breakout session where they talk about the significance and the impact that they have on clients. They either talk about a beneficiary or something that happened, and they do it. The reason this is important is I know sometimes people think that I'm the industry chaplain, you know, oh, do good, it's great. This has significant impact on productivity and your ability to make money. And so what Tim does is he brings in his entire staff. And it's not just the salespeople, it's also the support people. And let me urge you to do that. You have a lot of people who work and support you. They don't go out and see the people. They don't see the impact you have. They need to be brought in. Everybody in the planet wants to know that they're doing something significant and worthwhile. And so in that, they have Shannon Progler, who is an employee there. And Shannon had the experience that her father died when she was very young. And all of the struggles that they had to go through were represented at the time. And so that's how she grew up. And that's why she loves working at Ash, because they celebrate that. And she made a point. She made a point of telling people, you know what? You don't always have to chase after the people who've got $2 million in net assets. Every person that you meet could possibly need some of the services that you provide. It could be the person in the next cubicle. You have no idea what people have to endure and what they go through. And so what she was doing was to say that that's something that's important. She can't think of a better place to work than to being at Ash Brokerage, because they understand that. And what she is an adjunct then to the culture that they create. I really think all of you out there should talk to Tim and to Jim Ash, talk about the things that they've put together in terms of creating this culture. Remember I talked about it? A culture that celebrates the impact that we have on people. Over time, that begins to infuse into your own personal DNA. And then what happens is that comes across to people. See, a lot of language, most language is directed by the left side of the brain, which is the analytical side. I can't give you words. I can't give you the techniques with this. This has got to happen with yourself. Face it, your practice, don't lament where your practice is today. It is what it is. You made it what it is. And it only changes when you change. And remember, when you change the way you see things, the things you see change.